Hey everyone, back again with I guess it's gonna be another part for tonight for Metro Exodus because, well, Colonel Miller sent a last minute change in mission as I was moving my way up north, having raided a slave compound and was about to explore some more when he sent a late order of a resistance fighter, Gil, or whatever her name is, who's apparently lured a bunch of this Baron's thugs to a hideout where they were all getting trapped and mauled, and I was just at the final area of assisting, knocking soldiers out, when the game froze. Ugh, this game's bugs, man. I like the game a lot, I really do. But Jesus, the bugs.
On my way to the lighthouse, I got a message from the Colonel. A lady named Gule got in contact with us and offered to show the way into the communication center if we help her fight off the local bandits besieging her home. Looks like we won't be able to stay out of local conflicts after all. We're too close to our goal to miss such a chance. So I'm on my way to save that damsel in distress.
A very tough damsel in distress. Gotta give her that. So the Caspian Sea is not completely dried up. There's still water right there leading out to the ocean. Which means there's potentially still life out in the seas. Albeit how much of it has been polluted and made radioactive from the bombs is up to question. That also depends, of course, where the bombs hit. Yeah, if I've been pretty quiet in a lot of the playthroughs so far, it's because being that it's a big game with a lot of open areas, with a lot of walking involved, I don't really have much room for jokes, or even to say much other than, oh, I got this thing, there's that thing, or whatever happens. And when a story moment does come, that's when I'm like, okay, chatty Cathy. Now, if only the damn game could load, and hopefully not freeze up ever again. To think they've been making this game for the last 6 years. Last Light came out in what, 2013? Yeah, 6 years. Thinking they would have had all this shit ironed out by now. Nope. I have a feeling Gil will be a new crewmate, just like Katya and Nastia and Crest. But we're gonna need another coach car at some point. Can't hold everyone in one. At least I hope she's joining us. Would be cool if she was, or does. New character from every region to hop on board.
Get the lift down, you bitch! You can't kill us all! Even if only one of us remains, we'll still get you! Don't come around! bitch! She kills our boys like it's nothing, but doesn't kill the slave! What did you expect? This is never done!
So she was a slave.
Afraid to come yourself, so you send your dogs.
You all need those words! Give me cover! I'll
Ooh, what do we got here? A new rifle. And the game did not freeze, thank God. He's stuck in the wheel like Winnie the Pooh.
You enemy! I kill you now!
They're too focused on her, they're not focusing on me.
Shit! Who the fuck are you? Oh, Visual on the enemy!
I have help now.
I see him
We'll
there!
kill all any moment now. Where is your bed? Is your here yet? Yes, we kill all of those dogs, then drink some tea.
Tea? So Mad Hatter invited.
Quiet. Are they all dead? Come up here then. You killed my enemies, so I think you're a friend. Door's blocked. Wait till I lower the lift.
Such dirty pig!
Well, I didn't kill any of them.
You dog!
Shut up.
It hurts. Dirty whore. It hurts. Dirty whore.
Come up to the lift.
You! It's Shaitan!
Shaitan? I know Satan, but no Shaitan. So go to the left. But I'm looking out for more stuff. Nothing in this car. Stuff there. car is back that way. Glad I went back to rescavenge. So, new weapons. Front door's blocked, she says. Oil fields. So let's go meet our new friend.
Are you Artyom? Come in. Whoever kills the Munai Bailair is my friend. The Munai Bailair, as we call them, turned my people into slaves. Wanted to put me in shackles too. Better death.
She's Asian like Demir. Kazakhstani.
Read you loud and clear. Your man helped me. I mean, you're dead. But why are you here? For 5 years, nobody would come here save for Munai Bailair.
What do you know the antennas near your lighthouse?
There used to be a comm center before the war. My mother worked there. She was an officer. The facility is long abandoned. I went there after war to look for Mom's traces, but found nothing.
Abandoned? Q, we helped you. So could you help us in return by leading our man inside?
Good. I will help.
Artyom, you have to find the archive. It should be near the command center. Look for shots taken after the war, starting with the year 2013. Demir will soon be there. You can count on him. Miller, over and out.
If we go, we better go now, before more of them arrive. Use the workbench if you need to fix something. There are all kinds of danger. A smart man wouldn't go there. You seem smart, but you do not have choice.
I like her house. High up, away from all the monsters, she could see everything from miles. Nice abode, honestly. I'm impressed. I like it more than the crane that Crest lived in. Can't trade weapons yet.
Ready? No? Make haste then, we don't have much time. Before war, this place was beautiful. See, I was 5 then. My mom was young, alive. Now it's just desert. All the beasts changed into freaks. And people became beasts. My people became chattel. Not by themselves. The oil dogs made them. The oil stayed even though the sea dried out.
She's scarred.
Old people died. Only the young remained. And they all obey their masters now.
Oy.
The Munai Bailer say they're gods of fire now. And the young believe.
Because the young are impressionable.
5 years after the war, my mother died. I was all alone.
Guess that's a night vision dot she has. Knocking them out.
I know how to open the door, so I've been there. But I never went deep. There are spiders.
Spiders, huh? That does not sound good.
You go through. I'll follow.
Great. Spiders. Remember those from the previous 2 games?
The power's long gone. We need to turn it on to open the gate. The door won't open till we get the power on. Turn the electricity on. There.
Nothing here. The mention of spiders has me fearful of, you know, the old swarms from the previous game.
Go down there, then take the left turn. There's a narrow passage there. I'll stay here. Someone must keep the power going.
And of course I gotta go by myself. Ugh. She said left.
Bring it. I'll be thankful to you as long as I live.
A picture. Picture. Okay. So now I really have to keep a looks out. Oh, crap. Spiders. Spiders. Oh, I know. I know all that. Spiders. Never thought I'd actually have to deal with these things ever again. So keep an eye out for a picture. Nice to know I can kill the spiders again. Creepy, creepy. Underground basements. And my mask is breaking. Not good. Not good at all. January 12th, 2018. Don't spread the panic. Colonel Markov's suicide note is to be kept under wraps. I'm classifying it as top secret. Nobody except for us three is to know of his last orders, which are null and void anyway, as Colonel Markov killed himself to avoid bearing responsibility for carrying those orders out. Directive 1 is to be strictly observed. The radio silence stands. The war is still going on, and we are soldiers. Even if we were to follow those treacherous orders, we don't have the manpower or transport required to undertake a 1,000-kilometer journey. Lieutenant Colonel R.V. Novikov, acting commander of Caspian 1 Satellite Communications Center. Don't want that to happen.
Ventilation system failure. Prepare individual equipment and remain at your stations. Await for further instructions.
Did you hear that, Artyom?
Yep, I heard, and there's nothing funny about it. A body. A very old body.
Stepiane, we're up a shit creek without a pedal. The cracks on the lower level that last earthquake opened are now seeping gas, and that gas is toxic if I know anything. The ventilation is so far keeping it at bay, but what if the power shuts off again? Or we get another tremor and the cracks open wider? I told the chief, but he's just pulling his usual sit on your ass in your office, drink and twiddle your thumbs trick. Oh, don't panic and strictly observe Directive 01 like a broken record. I don't even know what to do anymore.
Gas leak, they said. Looking for picture.
Artyom, I'll try opening the lower levels. Alright, where was that thing? Ah, there it was. Here it goes.
Ventilation system running nominally. All personnel are to proceed according to general instructions.
A lot of dust collected in here over the years. Okay, they got the vent on. I'm keeping an eye out for that picture, but I haven't seen it yet. And there's no prompt either. Look at that whole map of the world. At the time, anyway. Ugh. Bathroom. Antibiotic trophy. Don't know how or what that one is referring to.
Artyom, the link is breaking up. You're too deep. I have an idea, though. How do you like this, Artyom? At least this way you're sure to hear me. Oh, the plan says the archive door can only be opened from the inside, in manual mode. But you can get in through the vents. Look for entrance in the next room.
Ugh. Vents. Always the vents. Image analysis. Having finished analyzing the latest satellite photographs, we arrived at the conclusion that the reservoir is accumulating radioactive fallout which forms a sediment at the bottom and does not interfere with the ecosystem below the dam, thus keeping the levels of pollution in the region relatively moderate. It is, although, obvious that the long-term events will wholly depend on the water's lock state. On the water lock state of the lock gates remain standing, we can safely consider the valley safe for decades. Should the water break through, though, it will bring thousands of tons of radioactive sediment with it, leaving the valley even worse off than the other polluted territories. February 12th, 2018. So they've been down here. So they were down here for about 5 more years. Until they all eventually kicked the bucket. Is that it? It is. We found it. Her last resting place. Go with God and rest in peace, ma'am. You did what you could. Whatever it was you were ordered to do.
Just finished moving into the old lighthouse. Staying with Gule in that hole any longer is out of question. New gas geysers keep sprouting daily. The whole bunker could collapse any moment now. There's nothing to hope for. Nobody knows why we are even here anymore. We certainly can't do any work. I only go down there for the pittance that passes for rations nowadays. I'd like to believe that it's safer on the surface, but who am I trying to fool? The people are famished. Every day brings news of new attacks and murders, ever more violent. All my thoughts are with Gule now. I can't believe this nightmare is the world she's going to live in from now on.
Her last message. What was she doing down here anyway? Maybe she got trapped? It's a possibility. Okay, so it wasn't like the photographs, like I have to look out for the wall. No, it was a bit more important than that. And Lord knows where any of those are, because I keep missing them. Spiders. I'm facing more females than I am males than usual. The males are the ones with the scorpion tails, and the females I can only assume are the ones with the abdomens to lay eggs. Funny enough, haven't seen any egg sacs. We must not be deep enough into the nest. 2013, they said.
Now, when we finally have the data on all of the largest city agglomerations, it is obvious that our hopes to find one that had somehow been spared attack were unfounded. Moscow was apparently hit especially hard. The new data confirms that fallout makes it completely impossible to live there. Only Novosibirsk might be marginally worse, where...
Mommy, look at what I drew.
Who is this?
It's me. I drew this. Look.
That's a great picture. Senior Researcher Kakimova, please, take the child outside. This is a briefing, after all.
Come, you can't come in here. Come. Show me the picture now.
While we're waiting, I suggest we take a look at the enemy territory. Here and here. This is, obviously, city lights. If not for Directive 01, if we had any means of communication, we'd have to report the coordinates immediately as a target for the follow-up strikes.
Last orders, January 12th, 2018. It's been 5 years since our last contact with the HQ. For 5 years, we've been carrying out their last order. Keep radio silence and await further instructions. The rations have been cut down to the barest minimum, yet will completely run out of food come summer. The people are at the verge of exhaustion. Increasing seismic activity has compromised the facility's structural integrity. We are running out of time. Environment outside is deteriorating rapidly. Satellite monitoring confirms that effective radioactive pollution levels are much higher than in any of the predicted scenarios. You can count the areas remaining relatively clean in the north hemisphere on the fingers. The one nearest to our location is more than 2,000 kilometers away. Considering the present situation, I can no longer bear the responsibility for the lives of the personnel. My final orders are 1. Disregard Directive 1. Contact the Yamantau Government Survival Facility and demand further instructions pertaining to the actual situation. Yeah, they're not there. 2. If such instructions are not received within 3 days, abandon the communication center and move out to the nearest clean zone. I have no idea how we would cross more than 2,000 kilometers in our present state. Still, getting there is the only way to ensure survival of the personnel. Consider this my formal resignation letter. Colonel M.S. Markov, ex-commander of Caspian 1 Satellite Communications Center. Well, they didn't all get out. Some of them are still here. Kind of reminds me of the library, only with spiders. It's gonna be the last one, isn't it? Yup. It's always the last one. Complete roadmap. Damn. Sorry, Demir. Didn't know there was a time limit.
Get those lights back on! The lift did its job!
Get off, mate. Get off, mate. Thank you, Demir.
It's amazing the lift still works with all the cracks in the bunk.
Mother told me they had to repair many times, and other things too. Keprakme. Thank you, Artyom. This is for you. Father gave it to me when I was little. Damir says there's a little girl on your train. Give it to her. May it bring her luck.
Oh, okay.
You people are lucky. Most of the Munai Baile are raiding all their best troops. If they were all here, you'd be dead already. But now, we have a chance to change things.
Munai Bailer translates to something like oil-rich people. Oil drillers, I guess.
Listen to me. I'll tell you where to go now. When outside, go right. The road there used to lead to the sea, to port.
Anna should be around there. Contact her. She probably found something interesting. I'll stay and try to find out more about these oil drillers. We'll contact the base as soon as I get any useful information. Tell
Alrighty
me,
then.
how did this Baron come to power here?
My people chose their fate themselves.
What? Become slaves of their own will?
Yes, they did. The Moon Knight by Lair told them they'd protect in exchange for their work, and they agreed.
Ugh.
The Moon Knight by Lair told them to worship the Holy Flame, and they agreed again.
Idiots.
Well, they did not have much choice then.
They had a choice. To fight. To fight and die, but not be slaves.
Not everybody is ready for that.
One must be ready. I'm always ready.
And that is why you fight alone.
Ha! Even alone, I can get the Baron.
Not all.
Suppose you do get him. What next?
I'll think of what to do once the Baron lies dead.
I don't
Makes
know.
sense, I guess.
You go, Artyom. Good luck to you.
You should go, Artyom. We'll talk later. Well, see ya, Artyom. Good luck.
Goodbye, Artyom.
So now what? Oh, we're next to a couple of spots.
Anna here. Damn Sand. I'm near the port, watching the main road. Got activity. Nothing serious so far, but some backup would be welcome.
Copy that, Anna. Forwarding your coordinates to our scouts.
Nighttime again. I have the maps. The communication center was functional for several years after the war, so these maps may have all the information we need. Turn the base and study them carefully. That level reminded me a bit of the D6 level from way back in the original game.
Listen up, everyone. The Baron is about to speak. Listen up, everyone. The Baron is speaking.
So, people, I had a radio chat with the boss of that train gang. And I don't even know what to say. For starters, that boss is an honest-to-goodness colonel. And he's not on a joyride here, oh no. He's been sent here on a mission by the Supreme Command. He was rather vague on the specifics, though he says his mission is secret. And if you think this is all there is, you're gravely mistaken. Can you imagine where this colonel is hailing from? Straight from Moscow. It has been such a long time since I had such a laugh. But that isn't even all. This clown wants our water, fuel, and right of passage. He's a reasonable man, ain't he? Oh, and in return, the Supreme Command is sure to reward us later. Oh, it's been a while since I heard such bullshit, people. I don't know who is this colonel and who told him we are all complete morons here. But we cannot really let this slide. So, here's what we're going to do. Whoever brings a live train gang member to me will be rich. I'm just so curious to see a guest from Moscow.
Uh-oh.
As you were, everyone. The Baron has spoken.
Cairns. Well, my ace in the hole for dealing with manimals from now on. Flame rounds from Tehar. What was that? Freaking demons. Am I dead? I'm dead. Or not dead. Yeah, the demons are much more hominid this time. killed it with fire. Firebird trophy. Sweet. Now where am I going? So what do we got here? Yeah, that spider level. Brings back a lot of Metro 2033 vibes, along with Last Lights. Ah, we got a sleeping spot. Okay, so we found this one, and we have to go back to the station, but I also want to go back the other way to get what I missed, because I started going after Gule in the process. But it's unfortunately too late for me. So I'm going to save right here in my little bridge house. By bridge house, more like, yeah, made out of a wheelless car. Where everything else is, and before I forget, let me take one last scoping before I call it off. Let me get higher. So seismic activity is causing the underground area of the Caspian Beach to start slipping. Start collapsing. So, barren. As an oil baron. I get it. There's a crane over there. With a cable coming out of it. More beasts shambling down there. Got some more stuff. And it's already turning into morning. Car should be downstairs. Yes, I see it behind the house icon. So yeah, we went into an underground bunker. We got a new ally fighting with us. Did a sub-quest for her, and now I gotta swing back to our little mobile HQ, while at the same time going about and cleaning up the rest of the Caspian Sea area to pick up anything that I missed, and there is a lot of stuff. So that'll do it for today, and I'll be back tomorrow to continue the Caspian beachhead and see where we go from there. So Have a good night. Thank y'all for watching, as well as getting, and I, pardon, 1,000 pardons for those of you who are arachnophobes. And, Das Vidania. See y'all tomorrow.